can I talk about a situation that literally have nothing to do with my country? Am I going to talk about a situation that literally have nothing to do with me or the country? Yeah, because I have family living away. So let's get it done. What is up, guys? It's your girl Dany here, and I'm gonna be talking about the Roe v. Wade situation that's happened in the States, and I'm guessing people, and I guess people are still protesting it. I know people are still talking about it, but people are still protesting it. Now, where do I stand? Am I pro-life or pro-choice? I am do what you have to do in the situation that you are in. That is my stand. That is where I'm at. That is where I am at because you don't know people's situations, circumstances, or any of those things. So I have a paper here with my points that you cannot see, thank God, because the light, but you can kind of maybe see the writing of it. So I'm gonna be looking down a lot to make sure that I hit every single point. And I did not want to have this talk without actually knowing the facts, because as soon as people heard the verdict, they just jumped on, oh, I'm pro-life, oh, I'm pro-choice. Okay, that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, they'll just come spitting what you don't know, right? So for me, when I think pro-life or pro-choice, like I said, I am do whatever that you need to do, have to do, or want to do. That is what pro-choice is to me. Pro-life to me is life in general. You know, the way how I take people's opinion when they talk about their pro-life is saying, to me, it's saying that life for them ends when the baby is birthed, right? And they'll come here saying, oh, it's a fetus. Let me tell you something, it's a baby, because when you get that positive pregnancy test when the baby is a fetus, you still say it's a baby. I am pregnant. What does pregnant mean? Don't just come and say it's a fetus to justify your answer, because it's not cool. Right? So the country is moving backwards because everybody acting like they don't have evil people that exist out in the world. You know, if a woman who can get pregnant is interfered with by a man who took away her choice to have sex, and she gets pregnant, she should have the option whether to keep the child or not, right? Because it's how women that are mentally strong or always wanted a child that will keep the child that they get from that experience. Then there are women who are like, I do not want to have this child because I do not like the way I got this child, and I do not want to have a bad thoughts, evil thoughts towards a child. Because it happens, right? Saying like the child giving trouble, and the mother's like, you're just like your father, and then they start to say that how the child gets to be there. You know, it should be your choice at the end of the day. Also, like I said, evil people. So this point kind of piggybacking off the first point I said, is if somebody interfere with you, if in your family you are interfered with by, if a child, your girl child, is interfered with by the males in her family, and she gets pregnant, what are you going to do? Because the child cannot make that decision on her own, so it's down to the parents who have to make that decision for the child. So as parents, what are you going to do? Because no matter how you look at it, it's a traumatic experience that your child is going to have to endure, no matter how you look at it. So you have to put your child's best interest at heart and put that first before anything else, right? Because if she is 11, right, and it's interfered with by a male family member, and ends up pregnant, what's gonna happen? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep the baby and pretend that the mother is the sister, or the mother is the sister, or are you going to abort the child? What are you going to do? Are you gonna put what? What are the options? What options are you going to choose? Right? And it's a scary thought, because your 10-11-year-old have to go through this whole experience where she is now starting to maybe kinda be like, oh, she probably not start seeing her period, or she now getting, a little bug bite in her chestal area, you know what I mean? And these parents who have to go to this some of them will not press charges against the male who did that, and they will keep the child, or they will. So I do not have a child, so I do not know what I will do in that scenario. But it's scary out here, people acting like it doesn't have evil people out here, My third point is medically, like, yo, I was watching a video, I was watching a YouTube short, and I had this guy. He was saying that, I paraphrase him, but basically he said that women do not have no medical problems that do not need, women do not have medical problems that a medical abortion is needed. Where is he? You telling me that a woman who going through ectopic pregnancy, do we need to know what that means? That is when the pregnancy is not where it's supposed to be. It's happening on the outside of the uterus, and it will cause major bleeding, right? So in this case, you would rather what? So to me, in this case, the answer is easy, but for other people, the answer might be opposite from me. You know what I mean? And like I said, option. She needs water. I want to drink. You know what I mean? So it's just it's scary. Bad things happen, yes. Evil people do exist. I understand that everybody think it's a cut dry thing, and it's not. It's absolutely not. And to me, it sounds like people do not know what life means and what choice means. Choice means you have options. You can choose what you want to do. So basically, everybody is pro-choice. Everybody, in my head, everybody is pro-choice. Everybody is pro-choice, without a doubt pro-choice, because being pro-life is a choice. Being for abortion is a choice, right? And the thing is, and what people are not realizing, which is the next point that I'm going to go to now, which is, if the person who is making the child cannot see about the child, cannot mind the child, what is that person to do? Then people will say, put it up for adoption. I got you. Put it up for adoption. Have we seen the foster care system that is going on in the United States of America? Have we seen it? It's mad. It's mad. It is mad at best because it's like this. Listen, a woman decides to abandon her child, and that child is automatically put into the foster care system. Then that child is placed with a social worker. Do you know how many children that social worker has? If that social worker cut out 5 kids, meaning if she finished with 5 kids, done. They place this. They okay for now. Right? They okay for now. She do 5 of those, 20 more pops up. You understand what I mean? And people do not want to be, and some people do not want to be social workers because it doesn't pay much. Right? And then you have how many kids that are in the foster care system below the age of 18, above the desirable age to be adopted. Like I said, adoption is an option. Didn't mean to rant, but adoption is an option that one has. The type of adoption is up to you, but you also have to think about when you're putting your child up for adoption, there are many abuse that the child can go through. Physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. That child will end up more messed up than you could have ever hoped for. Right? When you think that you're giving your child like you're making your child have a good life by giving it up because you think that the child will not do well for you. They wouldn't do well with you. No matter how you look at it, it sucks either way. Because what people need to realize, women who decide to have abortion are women who are already ashamed of their choices, who already have to be shamed for their choices, whose back is against the wall and they don't know what to do. Right? It's a medical operation that is gonna happen, so of course it's gonna leave. Your body is gonna go through something that your body is going through something that it never went through before. And it's the same thing with pregnancy. Your body is going through changes or going through a procedure that it has never went through before. Never. And either one leaves trauma on the body. Right? You cannot judge women for their choices. You can't. Right? That is one thing we as women are supposed to stand firm on, which is do not judge women for their choices, because you do not know what that woman has been through or what is her circumstances or what she is still enduring. That woman who do not want to bring a baby into their relationship because it's abusive and toxic, right? And I make sure I get my point. I hit my point. I don't want this, right? No, we're talking about the woman. Let's talk about the men out there. But y'all men needs to all you're throwing money and saying get rid of the problem. No more. That is no more. Condoms are your best friend. And I find that having the fact to say condoms are your best friend is beyond me. It's beyond me. Because if you are going to be with a bunch of girls, with a bunch of females. Like we're gonna have a bunch of one night stands, men and women. Please practice safe sex, please. Yeah. Please practice safe sex. You know what I mean? No more I can't wear a condom. No more. No more my pull-out game is strong. No more. Them things, those sentences and whatever else you may say, eradicate that from your vocabulary. It's sentences you shall say no more. You cannot get rid of the problem if a problem arises anymore. Okay? Men, stop taking away these choices from women. If she says no to you, keep it pushing. There's somebody who will say yes to you. Okay? Let's talk about these people. I do not want to specify a color of these conservatives, but because it have black conservatives out there. We know that. But I'm going to specify the color because I want to get a point across, right? These white conservatives out here, when a granddaughter named Tiffany decides to go and sleep with a black man, right? And she gets pregnant. Okay? She had to hold that. She have to hold that. It is a one shoe fit all type of lifestyle that's what it is now, because what's good for me, good for she. Ooh, bad English. What's good for me is good for her. Okay? If Antoinette cannot go and get her procedure, right? Tiffany can't go and get she need her. So boom. She had to hold it. Same as Antoinette had to hold she and bear the responsibility, same as you. Right? People who are saying that they are taking away basic human rights, to me, and this is my opinion, they are not taking away human rights. They are taking away women's rights, trying to control women out there, trying to limit the already limited choices that women already have out here. And so it's not human rights, it's women's rights. Right? It's very backwards. It's giving backwards. That's what it's giving. Right? People who are saying they are pro-life, where does life begin and where does life end for you? And I'm not talking about, you're pro-life but you're for the death penalty. For me, I'm going to do a heinous crime. You do a heinous crime. R.I.P. That's how it is. That's my thinking. It's the same way as it's a choice. It is a choice. It's a choice. You can be pro-life and be pro-death penalty, or you can be pro-life and be anti-death penalty. It's a choice that you can make. Everybody is pro-choice, but nobody is ready to have that conversation as yet. It's a choice, right? Everybody's already separated on every single thing. Why can't we come together and be like, this is my choice, this is my opinion, I respect your choice and your opinion, I do not want to fight over this, we can have a discussion, and that's it. And that is it. People saying that you cannot have friends who have different ideas than you. You just have to be open-minded to have a conversation with the person. That's all it is. Just be open-minded to have a conversation, because being real, not everybody is going to be like-minded. You will have somebody who have the same thoughts and opinions as you for a topic, and it's be completely against you in a different topic. So I also have it written. I'm gonna say, like, I hope other countries do not follow this ruling as America does, because it will be a problem. It will be a problem. It will be a problem. It will be a huge problem. Because why? And do not come and bring religion into this, because this is not a religious problem, because state and Bible have two different laws. It's supposed to be keep my word but follow the rules of the land. You know what I mean? The Bible in the Old Testament said, in one of the commandments, it said, an eye for an eye. But assault is a charge. Do you understand what I'm saying? If somebody slap you and you slap them back, charge an assault charge for both of you. Right? So it stops. So please, it stops. Right? But honestly, I've been honest with you. People out here needs to understand that not that times are changing. The world is getting expensive. Without a doubt. The world is getting expensive. So having a child is not cheap. It's not cheap. If you can afford it, whoopee. If you can't, yee. You know what I mean? So don't shame women for making decisions that will benefit their lives. That's all it is. It's a choice. The same way how it's a choice that they have to live with if they decide to have the baby, is the same way they have to live with the choice to abort the baby. At the end of the day, it's a choice. Everybody in this world is pro-choice. Just kind of lump them up in a circle and kind of just dilute the conversation. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make our people understand that it doesn't have to be a big thing. It became a big thing because they decide to make it not legal anymore. So therefore you are making it unsafe for women who literally have their backs against the wall and it's going to do some kind of thing because they cannot handle it. You made it unsafe. That is what the government did. They made having that procedure unsafe. Right? And I hope to God, pray to Jesus, that the mortality rate does not rise. That the death in women who are going to do these procedures in future times to come does not rise. You have medical doctors losing their license. I do not know if this is true. I saw it on TikTok, as I get every important information lately. You have medical doctors allegedly losing their license allegedly for doing a medical abortion. It was either save the child life and let the mother die, or save everything inside the mother so the mother could possibly have a next child in the future. Which one it is? Which one you want it to be? Right? So as a country, think for your people and do not think for yourself. And that's all I'm gonna say, because this video is getting too long. I do not want to make a half an hour video. So that was my take on the whole pro-life, pro-choice scenario that is going on now. And I hope things get better. That is my prayer. I hope things get better. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I said bye. Then I did a kiss, like a good person.